Hello everyone, today we're gonna study a hand I played in 5NL. We have Ace5 suited button. So we decide to open and we get free bets by small blind. Decided to call that hand. The flop is really good for us. We have some backdoors flush, backdoors straight. Opponent decided to bet 70% of the pots. We called, and on that check, we decided to fold. Let's see that hand in GTO Wizard. So here we are on GTO Wizard. So the button opened, and the small blind decided to free bet. So here is the range of small blind. As I always say in my videos, I really suggest to have a strategy of free bet or fold in small blind. And you can see that this is what's the most valuable here. Finally, what we are supposed to call the button. So we can see that we have 73% of fold hands. And our hand, Ace5s, might be a call or a raise. Let's see if the gain is parents. Yeah, so it's exactly the same. Raising or calling has the same gain. So here we decided to call S5. A mistake would have been to fold, in my opinion. It's a really good hand with good playability, and we are playing in position versus the small blind. It means that pre-flop we will be the last one to play. So here we call. Here comes the flop, and small blind decided to bet around 18 big blind. So here is the hand she's supposed to bet with. It's interesting to notice that he will check most of his range. And I think the reason is that he's not supposed to have touched that board very often. So I think that's why the solver suggests to check most of the hand. Our opponent decided to bet, and as a button we decided to call. And we can see if we go in detail with Ace5, okay. So calling is not is a great idea. It seems to have the same gain as raising, and we can see that we will call more hands with no backdoor flush draw, like Ace5 of diamond, and we are supposed to raise more hand with backdoor flush draw. We can see that if we raise here, all the size seems to be okay and have approximately the same gain. I think the most easy way to play that is by shoving, in my opinion. On our side, we decided to call, and the 10 is the 7 of spade. Small blind checked. It is supposed to do that half of the time with his range. And finally, that's our time to play. And on our side, we decided to shove because I think we have a lot of fold equity. And the opponent represents a lot of weakness. But we can see here that with all of our Ace5, the solver prefer to check and to realize our equity. So keep in mind that it's always interesting to analyze hands. Even when we win that hands, you shouldn't be result oriented. Even if you win, it doesn't mean that you took the best decision. So you absolutely need to keep in mind. And we can see that most of the time when we bet percent of the pot. And we prefer to bet so hands with overcard.